Hey folks, welcome back to the Military Uniform Supply YouTube channel, and today we're going to take a look at the Military Uniform Supply brand reproduction garrison cap. To help give us some perspective on this cap, we're going to compare it to an actual US military surplus. The sizes will be a little bit different, but we should be able to make some comparisons. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below and let us know what you would like to see in a future video. Now let's take a look at these garrison caps. Now before we look at these individually, I thought it'd be fun to put a video up side by side. So here I am trying on both of the garrison caps, and from a distance they both look almost exactly the same. It's not until you get a little bit closer and look at them from the side that you can see a little bit of a difference. And this is due to the material they're made of. The one on the left is the reproduction. It is made of a cotton polyester. The one on the right is a wool polyester and is the surplus item. The wool polyester providing a smoother finish or a smoother look. Now here we go. This is our reproduction. Again, this is 55% polyester, 45% cotton, as opposed to 55% polyester, 45% wool of the surplus. And for the surplus item, here is our certificate of authenticity. Now taking a look at these one by one from the top down, not a problem. They look very similar. Now, surplus caps are getting harder to find. Unless you wear like a 6.5 or 6 3/4, which is extra small sizes, you're going to struggle to find the size that you need, especially in medium and large. Being able to obtain a 7 3/8, a 7 5/8, a 7.5 is going to be difficult for the military surplus. And not only that, when you do find them, and if they're in great condition, they are going to be a lot more expensive. Now, as you can see here is our interior of the surplus item. And now we'll take a quick peek at the interior of the reproduction. And again, this is a lighter cap, and you can actually feel it on your head. It feels a little bit more cool, and it has a nice lining on the inside. Now we can see a few differences in the stitching, but both of them are extremely durable. The Military Uniform Supply brand garrison cap is going to hold up well. Now when I first started trying these on, I put on the reproduction first, and I hadn't worn a garrison cap in quite some time, and I couldn't even tell the difference or even know that it was a reproduction. With that in mind, I would highly recommend the reproduction for anyone looking for a budget garrison cap that is high quality and is going to look very sharp. Now let's apply our distinctive unit insignia and take one final look at the garrison cap side by side. The reproduction on the left and the surplus on the right. So that is the Military Uniform Supply garrison cap. Now with regards to sizing, they're available in every quarter size. Myself, I wore a 7 3/8. Now the Military Uniform Supply brand only has a 7 1/4 and a 7.5. So I tried the 7 1/4, was too small. This is a 7.5. It's still a little bit big, as was the 7 5/8 that I wore with the surplus. So not an exact fit for me, but actually I am very comfortable with the 7.5. It gives me a little bit of room and it's not crushing my skull. Maybe if I had a little bit more hair, it would probably fill it in a little bit nicer, but honestly, I like the haircut, so we're good. Now, genuine Army surplus garrison caps are getting harder to find. Usually they don't have your size or they don't have the condition you want, but if you are lucky enough to find a genuine surplus in the size that you want and the condition, chances are it is going to be a lot of money. A lot of the popular sizes are going to be a lot more expensive than the oddball sizes, and that is where this reproduction comes in. It is a very nice alternative. It is a high quality cap, and it is definitely worth the money. So be sure to check it out and pick it up if you're in the market for a budget based high quality garrison cap. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure to check out the description below. I'm going to put a link to the reproduction cap, and I guarantee it that this is going to be one of the lowest prices that you're going to find on the internet. In the comments section below, be sure to let me know what you thought of this video, and have you wore a garrison cap before, and what do you think of the two compared side by side? Thank you very much for watching, and on to the next. And it is a good thing I got a haircut, because the garrison cap fits really good with a high-speed haircut. Okay. Alright, that looks decent, I guess. Alright, let's try that again.